Hey guys, it's Kirsten. Well, have you ever wondered what the true definition of a serial killer is? Well, my purpose standing in front of you today is to not only define a serial killer, but also to explain a little bit about the common subtypes and motives of serial killers. After I define a serial killer, I'm going to talk about the 4 common types of serial killers as well as the motives that are recurrent among these types. Before I move on to discuss these subtypes and motives, I want to tell you the true definition of a serial killer. The online publication, Serial Murder, written by the Federal Bureau of Investigation in 2005, defines a serial murder as the unlawful killing of 2 or more victims by the same offender or offenders in separate events. While the definition of a serial murder has many discrepancies, attendees at the Serial Murder Symposium have developed a single definition. Specific elements such as the number of murderers involved, the types of motivation, and the temporal aspects of the murder were taken into consideration when creating the definition. Now I'm going to move on to talk about the specific subtypes and motives of serial killers. In the article, Serial Killers 1, Subtypes, Patterns, and Motives, written in 2014, author Lawrence Miller discusses some key aspects of serial killers. Though most people think that the statistic sexual homicide offender is the most common type, all subtypes of serial killers have uniquely driven motives. The first subtype, known as the sexual sadist, kills for the intense pleasure derived from torturing, controlling, humiliating, and murdering another individual. The second most common subtype is the delusional killer, who sincerely feels they are doing something right by removing undesired people from the population. The third type is the custodial killer, who acts as a healthcare professional and feels in charge by taking advantage of their victims who are under their care. The final most common type of serial killers is a utilitarian killer, who is motivated to kill because of wealth, materialistic gain, or revenge. As I wrap up the most common typologies of serial killers, I want to express one type of serial killer that is slightly less common. This is known as the homophobic murderer. According to the 2014 news source titled A Serial Killer in Lahore, published by HT Syndication, the author, Shika Tapiria, covers a case of a man in Lahore, Pakistan, who lured in young homosexual men and would have sexual intercourse with them. Soon after, he would then break their necks viciously. This group of serial killers are known for their homophobic motives. The man's justification in the article says that he murdered because homosexuals spread evil in the society. Now that I have shared the definition of a serial killer, and I have discussed some common typologies and motives of serial killers, I would like to pass it on to Nicole here, who will talk about some of the effects of substance abuse, as well as some of the similarities and differences between males and female serial killers. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say, and I also hope I killed this presentation. Thank you.